Alright, time for the solutions for the what did the electrician say to his daughter when she came home at 2 a.m. So in this first section, you're just solving them all for y, and on the next section, you're also doing that too, but you need graph them. But these ones, just solve for y, and then that's all you do. So on this first one, we need to get the y all by itself, so I'm going to add 6x to both sides, and that's going to give me 3y equals 6x minus 9, divide by 3, and divide everything by 3, you'll get y equals 2x, 2x minus 3. So that one's done. On to the next one. I need to get my y all by itself, so I'm going to get rid of the x part by subtracting both sides by x. We'll get 2y, that's a y, equals negative x plus 14. Divide everything by 2, you'll get y equals negative 1/2 x plus 7. And then on number 7 here, I want to still get my y all by itself, so I'm going to get rid of the 9x term by subtracting 9x from both sides of my equal sign there. Left side is going to simplify just to be negative 2y, and then on the right side we're going to have that negative 9x, and then plus the 7 that was there. We need to divide everything by negative 2, and so when you do that, you're going to get y equals 9 halves, because negative divided by negative is positive, x, and then negative 7 halves, and there's going to be an answer for 7. Moving on to the next section here, still need to get the y all by itself, and let's do the subtracting 5x from both sides, because y is already on the left, so we'll subtract 5x from both sides. Now sitting at negative y, make sure you keep the negative with it, equals negative 5x plus 1. We need to get rid of that negative in front of the y, so divide everything by negative 1, or you can times everything by negative 1. You'll get y equals positive 5x minus 1. So make sure you're basically just changing your signs there. On 5, I have like 3 terms over here. I'm going to move my y in this case. I'm going to add 4y to both sides. And now I'm saying that x minus 8 equals 4y. I just need to divide both sides by 4 now to get my y all by itself. And I'm going to use my symmetric property, put the y on the left instead of on the right this time. X divided by 4 is 1/4 x. And then 8 divided by 4 is going to give me the 2, and make sure you keep the negative with it. So that one's it. On 8, still trying to get my y all by itself. I need to get rid of this x here. So I'm going to subtract x from both sides. You'll get 5y equals 7x minus 20. Just divide everything by 5. And now I got y equals 7/5 x. And then negative 20 divided by 5 is negative 4. So right, we got those ones all done. Moving on to the last column on this one. Still need to get my y all by itself, so I'm going to do the opposite of subtract 3x. I'm going to add 3x to both sides of my equal sign. Make sure you do it opposite sides of your equal sign. You'll get 2y, and on the right side you'll have 3x plus 10. Divide by 2, divide everything by 2, you'll get y equals, well, 3x divided by 2 is going to be 3 halves, halves x, and then 10 divided by 2 is just 5, so I'm going to keep it as plus 5 there, okay? And that brings us to our next problem here. I want to get the y all by itself, so I'm going to get rid of the add 18x by subtracting 8, not 18x, get rid of the add 18 by subtracting 18 from both sides. And now we're looking at 3y equals negative 8x minus 15, because 3 minus 18 is negative 15. I'm going to divide everything by what's in front of y, so divide everything by 3. You're looking at y equals negative 8 over 3x minus 5, because negative 8x divided by 3 is just negative 8/3 x, which I got there. That's an 8. And then negative 15 divided by 3 is negative 5, so that's why it's got subtract 5 here on the right side. Moving down to 9 here, we need to distribute this 2 through in order to help us simplify things a little bit. So we're going to distribute that through. We'll get negative 6y plus 2. And then the subtract x was outside parentheses, so it's just going to stay there. And on the right side we have 0. Let's just move the y part rather than like subtracting 2, adding x. Let's just add 6y to both sides. And that'll give me 2 minus x equals 6y. And then I just have to divide everything by 6. Divide everything by 6. I'm now looking at y equals, well, 2 divided by 6 is 1/3. And it's positive. And then the negative x divided by 6 is going to give me negative 1/6 x. Make sure it's negative. And that's my solution for that one. So that's the entire top section. The next section you need to solve for y, but also graph them. And we'll do that in the next video.